Alright, welcome everyone. This is the final video of a three-part series here, previewing our game coming up against the Titans. It's a Chicago Bears fan show. I'm James. For anyone new joining us, welcome. I'm going to look right now at Matt Forte and his progression, where he's gotten to right now. It's a pretty good place. The guy is elusive, and he's also making a lot of guys miss when they do get hands on him. He's confident because he's healthy right now. He's putting a foot in the ground, and he has no hesitation, even though earlier in the season he had that ankle injury. So let's run a little bit right now of a highlight that I'm going to show you of how he's missing tacklers, and this is from the game against the Detroit Lions a few weeks back. Here we go.
What I want to show you here is Forte's elusiveness on a designed cutback run to the right side. At first I'm going to show you how the block's set up. My apologies for starting mid-clip here, but as you'll see coming up, this is a very well executed run by Forte as he breaks a tackle or two. So here Chilo Rachal on the left side is going to box out, keep his man on the left. Garza is going to take his block and just shove him off to that side. You see Lance Lewis is going to have to shift over some. He's going to fake to the right side, but come in and get that linebacker coming through. And Carimi's going to just continue to have to push it. And then you see Forte, who's going to have vision up the field and have to then make a move to the right side. So let's just roll this right here and see how this starts to develop. Blocks are made well. Carimi ends up crushing his guy. And then you see Kellen Davis come into this picture here and barely get a block onto his, what appears to be the linebacker coming through. He almost takes a penalty on this one, but barely avoids it. And as we progress along, you see Forte then avoid that potential tackle. Not a difficult one there with one arm, but nice play. And this is what's nice. Here you see him stick his foot in the ground at this point in time and really dig in on what is an unmarked man coming up to make the tackle. These are the kind of plays that many running backs in the league cannot make. They cannot make even when they're fully healthy because they just don't have this kind of stop and go ability. And this is one of Forte's trademarks, and it's something that you only see when he is healthy and feeling like he can make these kind of cuts. So it's nice to see. So watch here as he does a little jump cut, gets out of the way of that man, and proceeds downfield here for a nice gain. And overall, this is one of his better runs of the game against Detroit, but it's not uncommon for him to reel off 2 or 3 times a game, and hopefully we can see that again this weekend in Tennessee.
So clearly Matt Forte only needs a little bit of a window at this point. He's running the ball so well. He can make guys miss. They don't even have to do any real trick plays or crazy run blocking schemes. The Bears typically don't. They have typically a straight ahead type of run game. But I think that's going to work really nicely against these Titans this week. So with Forte, he's gained 90 yards back to back and combined total yardage from scrimmage in each of the last 2 weeks. And that's in spite of the fact that against the Carolina Panthers, we were down early, down by a lot. So even with a few carries, he was able to put up a nice amount of yardage. So that bodes very well coming into this week. So all that said, I focused a lot on the run game for the Bears, but I think that we'll see a good return game from Hester as well. I think he could have a long return. I definitely think Forte is going to have a long run, probably of at least 40 yards. That's my prediction officially right now. At least one 40-yard run from Matt Forte this week, which is a pretty big prediction. And as a result of how the Bears offense is going to play, and quite frankly how their defense is going to play, which is going to be a shutdown defense. I think once again this week you're going to see it. Chris Johnson, who has had some big games recently, will not have a big game this week. It's not happening. The Bears have the #1 ranked run defense. They're not the Bills, who are the worst run defense in the league. Okay? This is the Bears. The monsters of the Midway. Bears. My prediction for the score? 28-13 Bears. It's going to be fun to watch. I hope you guys enjoy watching this week's game as we go down to Tennessee and lay out the Titans. Bear down.